Hello. Oh, that beginning part's always so weird. I'm standing there waiting, so weird. But hi you guys. Hello and welcome to my page. My name is Tammy Neff and you're on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage. And I hope you can join me. I have been antique shopping this weekend with my friend Julie. And we went to the Springfield, Ohio Antique Extravaganza. And we shop 2 days. We go twice a year. It's a 2-day event. We spend the night. It's always a big thing. And I bought a ton of things and a lot of it is for crafting. Some of it's for me. Don't tell my husband. He thinks I'm getting rid of all of it. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So anyway, but I thought rather than putting it all away, I know some of you enjoy seeing my treasures and hearing my thought process, and I thought if I leave it sit here too long, it's going to drive me crazy and I need to get it put away. And so anyway, I'm sorry, I have someone texting me wanting me to go live on their page. So yeah, I can't answer them right now. Anyway, yeah, so I forget what I was saying, but I just thought I would share with you hi Debbie, hi Pamela, I'm seeing some messages, so that's great. I'm glad you guys are here. But yeah, I know sometimes it's fun to see the ideas, because I know so many of you are creative as well, and I know you guys have antiques and vintage treasures that you could make things with, or oh Connie, were you there? You usually tell me, or we bump into each other. Anyway, thank you, Debbie, for sprinkling. Hi, Susie. Hi, you guys. So I did get a lot, sometimes some of the same, but some things were different and new for me. But one of the things, so then the week before last, I was at Kelly's Island for the week, and it was called Treasure Island. And I would say that my best treasure, I found, a few things, but my best treasure, I've always been intrigued by fly fishing, the lures. A lot of you know that my downstairs is all antique nautical. I don't have like the lighthouses and starfish and all of that stuff. It's more lake oriented and original old stuff. So but like some of these fly fishing lures, I see them at antique shows, but like I just think they're absolutely beautiful. And I was at a yard sale up on the island, and this guy had some really, really pretty ones. It's some really funny ones too. Like this guy I thought was hysterical. He's got little eyes. I'm sure you can see there. You can see. But they're really neat. And I know like this one's a sinker, or it's heavy. I don't know what they call that, but it's heavy. This one, I kind of like the feather and the black and white on it. I don't know. I just thought they're very pretty. And here's a black. Love that with the little, I just think it's so pretty. But my thing was, I've got to find a better way to display. So that was the one thing that I wanted. Hi, you guys. I'm not ignoring you. Hi. I just get on a thought process. Hi, Natalie. Thank you for sprinkling that. Thank you, Gloria. Hi, you guys. And then this, I bought 3 boxes, and one of them had a lot of melted worms and things, but yes, they were handmade. He had a friend, I forget where the friend lived, but anyway, that guy made them for him. Now these, I thought there were 3 in here that I wasn't crazy. Oh yeah, there's 3. So this one I wasn't as crazy for because of the coloring. I like all of the more earthy, me, blacks and whites and neutrals. There was this hot pink one, but my husband really liked these 3. These were my 3 least favorite. This one's out of wood, and so he's like, no, you got to keep them all. So anyway, I have those 2 containers. So I was on a mission to find something to display them. I wanted something really awesome. Oh, Debbie, I know. I'm always so excited. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I think we had some really neat things. Oh, Clara, it was awesome, and I found so many beachy treasures, lots of sea glass. I found a whole bunch. The last few days it rained one night, and it brought in just all this stuff. My friend Julie said, does it wash the sand away or does it bring in? And I'm not sure. I have to ask my friend Sherry what what actually happens there. But anyway, I was on a mission to find something to display my fishing lures on. So a lot of you guys are like, what, you know, I'm not interested in this. Well, hang with me because I got all kinds of stuff, but a lot of you were, I was surprised how many were actually into the nautical stuff. So I found this really awesome basket. It had a really pretty detail on the leather strap, and then it had a really nice, you know, working latch here. They wanted $165 for it, and it didn't have the straps on the back, and for me that was a plus. Most of the these baskets that you find have like old canvas straps, and they're really long, like really big, and they're kind of, you can't close your lid if you stuff them inside, and I wouldn't want to cut them off. Yes, an old fishing creel. And so this one had no strap, and I'm okay with that because I can hang it on the wall, and you can always, I'm sure I can always find a strap if I really want to. But anyway, we were at the mall at Springfield, and so Julie's book, make him an offer. So we offered $125 and the guy took it. So I feel like that was pretty good. You have a bottle filled with, oh, I love the sea glass. So fun. Yes. Hey, Janet. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Cindy and Stephanie. Yes, sea glass. Awesome. So anyway, he accepted the offer. So I got it for $125. But what I liked about it was the tiny weave. See how small it is? So what I was thinking, we found like a really cool frame that was, but it was really deep. It was really different. I really, really liked it. But, and that got me thinking, you know, rather than, I was looking, my mind was on a wooden box and to put it on the table and leave it open. But you know, I'm limited on table space. So anyway, I think I can work these little things into the basket just real gently. And yeah, and then hang them all over this, oh, I've got a phone call coming in. I hope it goes away. Anyway, so I thought we'll just hang it all over that and then hang this on the wall. So that's my thinking, and I think it's going to look really cool. And I may not hang all of those tiny ones. I don't know. What did you buy me? Oh, Norma, how sweet. Oh, I'm sure I probably found something you might like. So that was a treasure, and that was a check the box for probably the one thing I was looking for. And then the next thing I found were these really cool pillars. And they're little, and they're complete. It's got the bottom part and the top part. And, you know, usually they're like porch pillars, and they're all, I mean, the chippiness is unreal, perfect. So I was thrilled to find these, and we were like, what could we do with them? And I kind of just don't want to do anything. And maybe someday there'll be a project that I might need a couple of legs for, or some janky to swanky that I can do something awesome with. But for now, I really think I'm just going to display them like on my mantle or on top of something. But that was a really great find I was excited about. And kind of jump around because I unpacked everything and laid it out. Just to see it myself, and so I didn't rearrange. Sometimes I rearrange for you guys so that it all makes sense, but it's not going to make sense, and that's fine. Oh, this is also baby changing tape. Right now it's full, but anyway. So something that I've never shopped for, and I want you guys to keep your eyes peeled for these. Not that I want to, you know, take them off the market, but these old hats. I didn't find one that I was really looking for. This is probably the closest one, so we'll start with that. So these old flowers, they're millinery flowers. I don't know how to say it correctly. Has a little velvet bow here, and so I'll disassemble this hat, and don't be mad at me. I know people were mad about the books, and now I'm going to start on old hats. I wouldn't pay more than $20 for a hat if it's covered with flowers. I mean, I would if it was awesome velvet, whatever, and you were going to get a ton of flowers. Too much walking. Oh, I know, Connie. I had a big red rash come out on my right ankle the end of the first day, and it was really like a severe, not rash, but just like red blotch all over. And then we got to the hotel and I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, look, well, Julie's had done that a couple years ago. We're like, what the heck is wrong with us? And it was excessive. Julie Googled, why do I have a rash on my ankle? And it was excessive exercise. But because I always stand 12 hours, I'm always on my feet. It's in Ohio, Springfield, Ohio. And then the next day, I walked again that whole way. We did about 10,000 steps, which is normal. It wasn't excessive, but I don't know. Anyway, but we could hardly walk. But then my left ankle kind of started it too. It's much better now, but isn't that crazy? I mean, we are dedicated shoppers, I can tell you that. So this was one of the hats, and we'll just deconstruct and use these flowers in our projects rather than buying new ones. Show shirt for men. Oh, size large. Nope, I don't have anything like that. Sorry, John. Hi, Penny. So then this is really awesome because, well, I need to, let's see. And it's not going to let me do anything. So anyway, this hat, what I saw was these pieces of fur that are going to be great for our Christmas crafting and all of the Santas that we make with the cotton spun stuff. This was $12. And then this netting is awesome as well when we're doing our like bottle projects and things like that, just for texture. It's really good. So I love that. And then it's got a big satin bow. I probably won't be able to use that for anything, but I don't know. So yes, we just deconstruct these. The next one I found, which was a really good one. Let's see. I don't know if the price is still on here. It was $8, and it's these velvet. I don't know if you can tell, but they're velvet, and most of them have a little rhinestone in them. And then I'm sure I can use this little, there, pops right off. This little feather, I can use that. Quite possibly I'm going to a tea party next weekend, so I might be able, you're supposed to wear a big hat and all that, so I might be able to rig that up on my hat somehow. I have a hat, so I'm all set. And then this one's more like a cap, I guess. Grandbaby's great. Thank you so much. She's just awesome. If she were here today, I would show her to you, but I will show her sometime when she's here. This one was $10, and I was thinking this was velvet, but it's not. It's a nice satin. I don't know what it is. It must be some kind of satin. But anyway, this one is just like this. But I thought when we're doing our little dresses for our doll heads and things, it's already a skirt, and so I may not use it for that, but it could be a background for some, you know, I could make a Thanksgiving turkey, I guess, you know, whatever. But it was, shape of it I thought was really interesting. It's super sweet. I hate to cut it. So I may just figure out if I can use this for like the tails, but I'm thinking it's a ready-made skirt. So I'm probably not going to be cutting this one. It's just for a future project. And then I picked up, as I told you on that other one, I picked up a ton of this netting whenever I saw it. This one had little pom-poms on the bottom. This one looks like it was an old sleeve maybe, or yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but anyway. So yeah, I was just looking for pieces like this, so you can find that. This is a black velvet bow. So it's kind of cool. Probably come off of a hat. So anyway, we were super into velvet. We have done the velvet mushrooms in our group, and so we wanted some colored velvet. So, and then we also found, oh, here's another piece of that stuff I found. It looks like part of a sleeve. And then I did pick up this old millinery flower. And sorry, I was jumping ahead. And then this baby bonnet, which honestly, again, with those things that we were making, it's already a ready-made skirt. So if you can see that, it's ready to roll. So a baby bonnet, if it's really soft and flexible, would be good. There's my mom. Hi, Mom. Oh, and then I found this. Look at this. So I thought, what a bougie chic, you know, Santa or Mrs. Claus or something when we're making those things in the group. Of course, when I'm all done, I always show you guys pictures and stuff, but how neat to, I could get probably 3 out of this. It was $20, but it's super fab. It's real fur. I hate to cut it, I know, but I'm probably not going to do a project this big. It's way too big for a bottle or anything like that. But I think I can use it somehow. So I went ahead and splurged. That was a splurge. So then and I can't show you any of my mushrooms. I've sold them all. We've been trying to make them ahead to have them ready for my sale. Don't know when it is, but it's coming this week. Anyway, I didn't have it ready, I had 7 ready, and I've sold them all doing decorates. We did my last fall decorate today. So, and she bought 3 of them. So I don't have any left. But anyway, these velvet scarves, you guys, I've sold a ton of these. I sold all of mine and all of Julie's over the years to you guys. And now we're regretting it because they would make awesome mushroom tops. And the velvet, we love the idea of the velvet, and on Etsy, these velvet mushrooms, I've told you before, like $125. So they get expensive. So we paid $20 for this, and it broke our hearts because we already had all those. We just sold them. So I found, let's see, what is this? It's a shirt. I found this shirt, not to wear, but to craft with. And my lighting is not very good, but it's a beautiful green. There, that might be a little bit better to block my light. It's darker than this, and happier than what you're seeing. Yours is looking a little mossy maybe, and it's a little more sagey, but it's beautiful. So I found this shirt, and then I found this shirt as well. It's more like a jacket, but that coloring is really good. But I thought for Christmas projects and our Santa coats and you know, that kind of stuff, these are going to be great to go together with the fur. So I love that it's vintage velvet. Now I don't think I did it here, but in the group, you girls that are in my group, I think I mentioned about the Amazon and that you want satin velvet. The Amazon was cheaper than what Etsy was, and the colors are nice, and you get way more for the money, but it was not hard to find vintage velvet. So if you have an antique, you know, place that you could go, look and see if you can find some vintage velvet. I found it in hats. It was crazy all the velvet we found. We of course didn't buy it all, but then we found this big long dress, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it'll make beautiful pumpkins out of this color. This is like a brownie. It looks more reddish to you there, maybe there. It's like a rusty brown. And so we're thinking of all the pumpkins that we can get out of this, a little bit of lace on the sleeves, a couple of velvet bows that we can use. But yeah, I think they're going to be really great. And we thought too, we might even be able to get a pumpkin out of this burgundy color. I don't know. I might save it for Christmas projects. I think it would be a great Christmas project. So I did order so for you girls that know, I did order my Amazon velvet. It hasn't come in yet. Julie got hers. And so I tried to pick colors, you know, that she didn't have. And I think I'm going to return it since I found so much, but we'll see what it looks like when it comes in. I found some black tatting. Black, it's very unusual. You can find all kinds of colors, but to find black is really unusual. So tatting is always just a skinny. I see a lot of people talk about, you know, oh, this is tatting just because it's a tiny, but really tatting really is tiny, and it's all handmade. And yeah, so I got a black one. That's the only tatting that I found. I found this awesome clock. It doesn't work. We think the guy thought that it was attached like in a for a car, but I love the look of it. It kind of looks like a gauge. It's very heavy. He thought it was like part of a car. It was $35, and I really wanted it, but I didn't want to pay that much, and because I'm just going to put it on a bottle. yeah, I don't have any bottles here to show you, but I know I've sold a few of the bottles with the big gauges in the top for you guys, but this one's just a great size for a bottle topper. It could be just a cute little tuck, you know, to tuck in your decor, but he ended up, it said 35 and he said 25. So I'm standing there thinking, you know, I'm gonna put $25 in a bottle that I've got to add all the other stuff to, because, you know, if you know me, I usually keep things for a while and then I want to sell it, so I can't have too much in it. And then he said, how about 20 bucks? I'm like, there you go, that's the magic number. So I bought it. It was $20. So okay, I have this really cool thing. They left this string on it. I bought it at the antique mall. It's really, you guys, you're probably like, what? Why would you buy that? But it's got a look about it. And once I work it in decor, you will see. But it's the guts of a clock, and it has a pretty face on it. It has the hands. I didn't try to wind it or anything. I don't see, now that I say that, I don't see any way to do that. But the little bell, yeah, there we go. I didn't know which way to hold it. But the little bell works, and it's just really primitive looking. It was a little chewed up back here, probably where they had to bust it out of the clock. But I thought it was amazing. So anyway, I bought this funky little clock thing, and I'll show you some pictures in my, you know, what I do with it in my decor. It may not be something that I keep forever. It might be too primitive for what what my decor is, but I love it. I love it. So I want to enjoy it for a little while. You know how we do, a lot of you, I'm speaking more to the people that have followed me for a long time, and I know I haven't been on for a long time, so there may be people that have never seen me before and you don't know what I'm talking about. But stick around and you'll know. It'll all come together. But anyway, I found this really cool piece of wood, and they had two of them. And I said, would that be a janky to swanky project for Julie and I? And she was like, oh, I don't want that stress. And I'm like, but the people love it. So, but I kind of like it just like that, to stand in your decor. And then I thought, I found a piece of lace. I found a ton of lace. But I thought it might be cool to do something, you know, texture, and maybe add some buttons down it, or, you know, add you know, what did I say the other day? A Tammy touch. Do a Tammy touch to it. And I'd never thought of that before, but yeah, just give it a Tammy touch and it would be really cool. It stands. I made sure that they stand, and she's like, well, I'm not going to give over $20 for it. So I asked the guy how much for these two, and he said, how about $2 a piece? So for $2, I got a really cool, unusual piece of wood that I'm probably not going to paint it because it's in really great shape. So yeah, that's what I thought, Phyllis. I don't know that I'm going to do too much with it. It's not going to be a janky to swanky project. I think it's too nice like it is, and usually we get a little jankier things than that. So, okay, I did find some gas. I bought every time I would see them, if they weren't too much for me to be able to sell them to you, but I bought the gold gas gauges, so I've got some of those, and I'll be sharing those. This was all of the pearls that I bought, because, you know, I really like the old looking ones. And this one, it's a wire bracelet, but I think I can, you know, stretch it and make it go. So I went ahead and got it. Of course, it also they look good on bottle tops as well. And then this little piece, which isn't even that old, but I got this. That was all of the pearls that I know of, that I can think of, that I got. And then, you know how I like to decorate the tins. We love the tins. So, and I know so many people are doing them now, so they're not quite as unique, but we still love them. We try to put everything old on them that we can. And I found this kind of everyday color one, and I thought it was so pretty. So I bought this. It says black pepper, Premier Black Pepper, and it was $12. the tins can be expensive. If you find like the newer ones, I don't really have a new one, but you know, like these that are the white, super white, and they, you know, they have cinnamon and allspice and cloves and all that. I wouldn't pay more than $3 for them. This one was only $5, so of course I grabbed it because see how it's going to be great for Christmas colors. So thanks Chris. So keep that in mind. I also found this one for Christmas, and I loved the polka dots on the can. I thought that the polka dots were super cute. And so that'll be a fun one. And then I found this one. It was $10, but I loved that it was not crispy white, and I love the red, white, and blue and the flag for French's. So I'm gonna put this back for my. I'm glad you like it, Chris. Hi, Jackie. I missed you too. For 4th of July. So for 4th of July, I think I'm gonna try and do one up for my my decor. I usually don't do 4th of July decor, but last year I was inspired and then I found some neat little things. So I've kind of, maybe the last couple of years, I've been doing a little 4th of July, just like for a mantle or a shelf. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And then shopping, I found that, oops, upside down. This cinnamon, it was $10, but look at that for fall. Like how fun to do this old cinnamon tin, and it's a good one. It was $10. And then this one was $10 also, but to sit them together for an old, you know, for a project. And I made these really cool, I know, because Cynthia, they're expensive. Sometimes they're like $40. Like, you know, anymore, it'd be like, oh, it's only $10. It's nuts, but they are very expensive. And then this one was $13, but I loved the shape of it. So I bought these 3 to do like a Halloween project with. So, but we made some really cool, not plaster, clay pumpkins, and in the group, and they have the link. I'll show them to you when I make them, because I don't think I'll make those in the group. I'll probably make them here with you guys. But anyway, I think that'll be a fun thing. So I'm not sure what the sunlight's going to do with this. Let me bring you on around here so I can reach. But I'm not sure how the sunlight's going to be here for y'all. Let me get you. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. So now we're getting into like all the good stuff. So I bought one book. Usually I buy a ton of books, but why are you crooked now? You feel like you're crooked. Are you crooked? You feel crooked. Anyway, I loved the jacket. Let me close these curtains. I feel like you're too bright. There, that's better. Okay, so I love the jacket on it, and it's one of those, what's it say? I want to say McGuffey Reader. I'm not sure. It's a school book, 3rd reader, and it's Osgood's Readers. Never heard of that. But again, if I decide to tear into it, the fonts, it's got bold, and it's unusual the way it's on the pages, and like, look where they've erased, and that adds interest. There's cute little pictures in it. So it was a good book if I want to deconstruct, or if I just want to use it in my decor. I thought it was a great book. And I want to say it was $10. I want to say it was $10. A lot of these vendors want to keep their tags. I wish they would just write down their numbers and not keep their tags. Oh, here's a gold pearl. I did buy a pair of gold pearl earrings because I bought a couple of, I was thinking like on a fall pumpkin, this looked good, and I loved all of this lace. Not so much this, but for the lace. So I did pick up some gold stuff. Let's see. Okay, I picked up 2 clock faces. This is crazy. So I always try to tell you guys pricing just so you kind of have an idea. But this was $15. He'd had it marked 20, but he came down to 15. And then I'm looking through this, we call him Digger Dave. His name's actually Sean, but we didn't know his name, so we always called him Digger Dave. And this was $1 in his bin. So, you know, I mean, there's a difference, but yet they stack really well together. So, you know, sometimes you pay the higher end and then you find something lower, and it all seems to work out. It all seems to work out. I found this really cool pendulum for a clock, and I thought I might just throw it in my clock parts. I don't like when you look really close, it's like a city, probably Washington, D.C. or something like that. And not crazy about that, but you're really probably not going to zoom in like that. So I think it's pretty cool. Super heavy. Love that. I picked up a few metal pieces. The best one is probably this lion. It was $15, but you know how I've shown you guys in the past I hang my glasses on the wall, and so you want a flat, you know, something flat. And so a lot of times drawer pulls and things like that have, you know, like this, if it had the pull on it, would be great. But so then you hang it on the wall, and your glasses, I have it by my bed, I have it by my chair, I have the one in the kitchen, you know, your glasses are handy, and I always try to make sure I have a pair of glasses hanging there. So anyway, I loved the lion. He was just really cool looking. And then I bought a couple of little door plates from Decorative. So there's those. And then I love whenever I find the little tart pans. I just use those for all kinds of backers sometimes, puddle of buttons, you know, whatever. They're just really nice when they're small. A couple pretty pieces. Again, put a button in the middle of it. How pretty is that? So I got a couple of those. And then I just got one of these. It was in Decorative's thing. And so I got one of those just because I think I've used 2 or 3 of them here lately, and I'm sure my supply is getting low. And this little piece was $3. So that's my metal stuff. Let's see, I got an old bottle, and then I bought a caster topper, and I thought it might be fun. I'll do a Halloween bottle with you guys. I've done them years ago, but maybe I have a bunch of labels left for Halloween, so I thought I might do just a little Tucker kind of bottle that'll go with all the other bottles that I've made. So we'll do that together. I did pick up an old doorknob, but I thought it was really pretty. Again, nice bottle topper, but they're also nice just to set in your decor. Sometimes I'll wrap a big seam binding bow around it, and you know, they look really good. So I thought that one was pretty. I was able to find a bunch of locks. I've got to go through them and decide, you know, what I want to keep or whatever, but I found a bunch of tiny ones, really tiny. And so for a while, I'll probably put them in, but some of them even had their keys with them. They get a little pricey for sure, but they're worth it. They're really worth it when you need an embellishment for your bottles or your pumpkins or whatever all you want to embellish. But I kind of hit the jackpot on those this weekend. And then tell you what else I hit the jackpot on was jewelry. I picked up these few pieces. I picked up just because they were old and crusty looking. That's the kind that we like. This one's a bit shiny, but the price must have been right. This one's kind of old and crusty. Oh, it looks a little shiny there, but in person, it's really not shiny. It's kind of crusty looking, I guess you can't tell. And then I found this ring. Now this is way off. This is way off. So bear with me, but I'm thinking, think about this. Picture this. Red velvet, I can't reach it, but like the red velvet, right? With a fur collar, bougie, right? Bougie collar. And look at the Santa belt. If I could build me a cotton spun Santa, look at that belt. That's the first thing I saw was the little buckle, and I thought, oh, could I make it? I mean, it might be too skinny for him if I use this particular collar, but I could use from that hat, those little pieces of the hat, and make myself a really bougie, really bougie Santa. But I was pretty stoked about this little crusty belt buckle ring, which is like so dumb, but I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh. So this was the only rosary that I bought this time. Most of the rosaries that I have and that I work with are black. And so I found this one that was like kind of like a pearl look. And so I really like that. It's an old one, but it's heavy, and these can be very expensive. You're usually going to pay $20. I think that's expensive for a rosary. I love, you know, I'm not Catholic, but I absolutely love these because someone has cherished these and held on to these for dear life and prayed over them. And I almost feel their warmth and love through it. I don't know. I don't mean to be cheesy, but there's something very special about them. And you just know it when you see them and feel them. And sometimes you're rescuing them from a junk pile, and sometimes they're very nicely displayed, but I got that one for $4, so I had to take it. Even though I have several, I had to take it. So I got a couple piles of papers. Both piles were $5. This one was old prescriptions, and I haven't taken the cover off yet, but some of them were nice and browned, and most of them had the black writing. I'm not into the blue writing, so I'll probably, yeah, see there's one with blue writing. So I'll probably pull that, but for the most part, they're black writing or pencil, which do great for the most part. I mean, I've not had a lot of trouble with the Mod Podge, but yeah, these are, let's see, Indiana, Manchester, Indiana. They're all from Manchester, Indiana. Different doctors. Yeah, different doctors. So anyway, whatever. And then I found these letters, this little pile of letters. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it says. I haven't, this is more than I've done since I bought it. 1906, meh, whatever. Meh. Maybe can use the handwriting. I really bought the letter on top. Yeah, there's a nice postmark that I could use. This handwriting. I might have did okay. Boiler inspection. That's cool. I might use that. Yeah, I don't know. I really love the letter on top. I guess I should have dug a little deeper for $5. I paid for that letter. And this is a banquet invitation. It's pink. I'm not going to use it. From 1929. I mean, I might. I did find a really cool corset. It was a pharmacy tech. Oh, yes. I thought it would be really cool. Well, message me. Private message me, Penny, and I can screenshot them for you. And if there's any I don't want, I will, I'll let you know. So I found an old spool. I don't know. I always pick them up when they're have writing or they're neat looking. It was only $3, and I thought I love the chunky, and I like to wrap my pretty handmade lace around them and put them in my decor. So I bought that. And then, you know, I have a scissor bouquet. We call it a scissor bouquet. It's at the little house where I'd grab it and show you. But anyway, I thought these were pretty cool looking scissors. They were $9. So I grabbed these because they were so wide. Most of the scissors are tall. So these will probably sit in my French jar. Oh, there's like, oh, what is that? Looks like Japanese writing on it. I'm not sure. Kind of looks Japanesey. I don't know. But anyway, I thought they were, first I thought they were hand forged. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I think I have 3 pair now of hand forged scissors. And a couple of just black handled scissors. But Emily at the, what's her page? My weathered home, Emily, she calls it her scissor bouquet, and she has a bunch of black ones in a jar. So of course I'm like, I have to have a scissor bouquet. I picked up a little wooden shoe. Again, you know, I always grab the shoes. Sorry. This is my favorite. It was the last one that I found. You know, I have these on my website for crafting, but I love the color and I love the soft, kind of like a ribbon look. I had bought these other ones first, but it was great coloring again. I love the coloring. This one wasn't so great, but they were in a bag together. So to get this, you had to get this. But anyway, so there's that. A couple of little tags just to hang off of a project, probably a bottle. I don't know, Regal Truce, Royal Prestige, Peace for All is this one. And this one is Davy Hanover, Meadow Road, Dawn's Speed, it says. I have no idea what those are. But they were cool. Picked up this cute little basket for Easter. So think about the, oh great, Jackie. So think about this. I bought Halloween tins. I bought Christmas fabrics, and I bought some Christmas stuff I'll show you in a minute. And then I bought, the 4th of July tin, and then I bought this for Easter. So I think I covered every holiday. But it's an old, it looks like paper mache maybe. I'm not sure. It's painted in, I think it's all paper. I think you see it, this looks like crepe paper or maybe tissue paper that was perfectly crinkled. That's why I think it was crepe paper. And then they added like, you know, swoop-de-doop-dees, and I thought, how cool is that? So it was $12.50. I probably paid up a little bit for it, but in my Easter decor, yeah, I missed St. Patrick's Day. Darn it, this could possibly, I don't do St. Patrick's Day anyway. But yeah, so anyway, there's that. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kathy. So there's that. I found this really pretty piece. I suppose it was a basket handle or some sort of a handle, but we thought, what a pretty blue tassel topper. So we'll make a tassel and do that. I'll do that with you guys. I got a ton of lace. Well, that's not all. I only got a few handkerchiefs. I grabbed a few handkerchiefs here. And then I look at this. Talk about crusty. Rusty, crusty, but I love the black and white stripes, and I thought, maybe I could use it for something. I don't know. It was only $1, so don't think I'm too crazy. But there's a ton of lace. I bought bags from different vendors. This whole thing is full of lace, and then there's more lace here and more lace here. Oh, here's the piece. This is the piece when I bought it. I was thinking I could take one of the sides and run it up. Where is that? Here, this piece of wood. This is the piece of fabric that I told you I was thinking about running up the side of it. And Julie's like, well, don't tell me what you're going to do, because we were thinking janky swanky at the time. But anyway, I thought maybe, I don't know if I will, but that kind of covers this part. But maybe adhere some of that or something. I don't know, but anyway, that was that. Another, look at this really cool bottle top. There were two of them, so Julie and I both got one. It could also work as a pumpkin stem, although it would be really top heavy, but it's metal. It's super heavy. So I got that. I got this for a bottle topper, $7, $4. This one's broken, but I can add it to something and it'll look really great. I got this really pretty soup tureen, but it's a baby. I thought it was adorable. Little soup tureen with the lid, no chips, cracks, or crazing. And it is marked Red Cliff Ironstone on the bottom. It's upside down. Red Cliff Ironstone on the bottom. And it has the little spoon. I've never seen one this small. So, of course, you know I love little and I love Ironstone. So that was a must. It was $39. I believe it was $39. This piece, this one was awesome. It's got, oh, there, it popped right off. Yay. This is KT&K SV China RGF. Have no idea what any of that stuff means, but look at the coloring of this piece and look at the crazing. It's fabulous. So anyway, let me show you how the story of this. I need one of these, like a hole in my head. $65, and I'm like, oh no, and I put it down, and Julie's like, how much was it? And I said, $65. She's like, oh wow, that's a lot. So then the lady overheard us, and she said, I don't have $65 on that. And I said, yeah, it's $65. And she said, no, it's 10. So I'm like, I'll take it for 10. What a steal. So I went from wow and believing that it was 65, and I got it for 10. So yeah, that also happened to me with something. Oh, what was it? It was, oh, what was it? I can't remember. Huh. Oh, I wish she was here to remind me. I can't remember. Oh, I know what it was. It was little ivory dominoes, little teeny tiny, like that big, little dominoes, and they were ivory and black inlay, and they were in this in a little box, probably like that shape, about that thick, and it was a full set of ivory and black dominoes. And she had a couple other sets, you know, big full size ones, but these were teeny weeny. And you know me, I love everything small. So I picked it up and I turned it over, just curious to see how much it was, and it said $12. So I'm like, holy cow, I knew that was a steal. So I grabbed them. I'm thinking in my mind, where am I going to put these things? And I thought, well, if anything else, I'll sell them to you guys, because that was a steal. And anyway, when I went up to pay for them, I forget, she added everything together. I'm like, wait, what? You know, how much was it? And she's like, well, these were 75 and this was whatever. So the dominoes were 75 and she had left it was just a box. I guess it was just a box of something else and she put the dominoes in it. She said, I think she paid $12 for it. Didn't change the tag, but we're not here to argue. But anyway, of course I passed on the dominoes. I didn't need them anyway. I have cute little handmade wooden ones that are just tiny, exactly like that. So I thought they would either lay in the same bowl mixed together or side by side. I have them like in an Ironstone soap dish, a real heavy soap dish. They're downstairs. You guys have seen them all. I know you've seen it, but I still love them. Anyway, so I didn't get the dominoes. So I had it happen both ways. I had something I thought was really expensive that turned out to be super cheap, and then I had something I thought was super cheap that turned out to be super expensive. So this guy I found, Julie left me alone for a little while. She had to run, she bought a big shrub. She had to run, get it, take it to the car. But this guy had all of these tags, and you don't know how hard they are to find anymore. They're always $20 a piece. And so I try to find them when they're cheaper. And this guy had a whole pile of them. So I paid up, but I bought a lot to make it, you know, be a little cheaper. But what I was more interested in, I have a lot of these keys and things on the website, but the ones I have are a little more rusty. So he had a handful of pretty clean. They're still a little not perfect, but they're pretty good. So anyway, I bought a bunch of keys, but what I really needed for my crafting, I'm getting really low on the teeny tiny ones. And look, he had a whole pile of teeny tiny ones. And so because I grouped it all together, I kind of got a better deal. It was $100 for all that. So I did pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I bought this. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. One of the first things that I bought, but it was $10. Too pretty to leave lay there. Again, it's going to be great for a project someday, and I'm going to be thrilled to have it, and I think I'm going to love seeing it. But what it is, I don't know. What it will be, I don't know, but I had to have it. So there's that. And then when I tell you I love small, it doesn't have anything on it, but I bought this teeny tiny little Ironstone pitcher. I absolutely love it, and I thought it'll sit really cute with some of my other little pitchers just to sit beside of it, and it was only $3. So I grabbed that little thing. It doesn't say Ironstone on it, but it looks just like, and it's fine with me. It's probably, oh, Alma, there's a whole bunch on my website. Yeah, so go check them out. TammyLovesVintage.com. Okay. So I bought a couple of dolls. Don't be creeped out. But I bought a couple of dolls, porcelain. But this guy, I loved his little outfit, and I don't know, I may take it off and add some. You know how I've been having fun with these little dolls. And I may do something with him or her. I don't know. We might make him a her. So I don't know. But I knew $12 was a good deal. So especially like the whole body there and these old clothes. So I snagged him, happy with that. And then I got this one as well. This one was $15. But look, it's got her porcelain feet and her porcelain hands and her head for $12. Yeah, that was a steal. So I'm going to have a great time decorating her. I thought about putting a couple of holes and trying to thread her like the tassel that we did. I think I did it in my group, darn it. But I can see her. She's right there. You want me to get her? I'll get her in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Hang on. But so we did this in the group. And so I put a hole in the top of her head. I bought a special drill bit and drilled a hole and then added all of the lace. So this was the only doll tassel I've ever made, but I absolutely am smitten with her and I love it. So at worst, you know, I could make it to go with, but I thought it might be fun to do up the doll like that. Let's do something with her. I don't know, different, weird, I don't know. So I found a horse bit, and I didn't see very many of these, but I love, again, adding the lace to the bottom of them. So I bought this first that I saw. Then, because it's been a while since we've done this in here. So then I found this one later in the day, and I love all of these rings on here. So, and the braided, I love that. So I had to have that one. And then a little bit later in the day, excuse me, this one might be day 2. I found these little baby ones. So I've never seen a horse bit, and maybe that's not what it is. Maybe it's a, maybe it's a chicken bit. I don't know, or a goat bit. I don't know. But this is a horse, so I don't know. But I had to get them. I've never seen anything like this so little. So anyway, got that. We're almost done, you guys. So we had a lot of fun. This is 2 days, all day long, 2 days. And I can't tell you how much crap we passed up. And good stuff, because you couldn't afford it. Found this really cool. I thought it'd be a great riser. I have no idea what it is. It's like a puzzle piece. You see the pegs in the round holes and you fit them together. And then it's got a hole. But what I loved was the writing on it. So for a lift, a chicken, I know. For a lift though, if you wanted to set something up on it, like for display, that would need a little lace, but you know, anything, no matter what it was. If you wanted a little bit of a lift, I think it's awesome. So, or, you know, to lay your, I don't know. Anyway, I picked this up. It was, I forget how much it was. I can't tell you. I can't remember. But it was Atlantic Coastal something. And I can't remember what the L was, but he said it was something to do with the railroad. It's something to do with the railroad, but Atlantic Coastal something. I'll have to ask Julie if she remembers what he said. I don't remember what he said. So got that. Got you guys a ton of buttons. 2 big bags of buttons, so I've got to get them sorted out into your little bags. It was in Springfield, Ohio. I had to think. Line. Oh, okay. Is that what it was? Lines. So Atlantic Coastal Lines. Okay, there you go. Thanks, Brenda. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, someone say the small one curb chains. They attach the bridle to go underneath the horse's bottom jaw. Okay. I've never, of all like our antique shopping up in Amish country and stuff, and I see the bits all the time. Oh, you have one, Clara? Oh, Mom, thank you. It's $15, Glenda. And I haven't been in there all month, so the next 2 weeks I'm going to be hitting it hard. No, I don't think so. I mean, I have that whole bag of lace, and then I have this whole bag also. But in here, did I find those bloomers? I don't think I did. Did I? What is that? Oh, feathers. I bought some. She thought they were hawk feathers. But they'd be cool in a bottle, so I bought some hawk feathers. Here they are. I don't know. You guys will know if they're hawk or not. I didn't know. I bought it. But I bought 3 hawk feathers. She said they were hawk. But she had these little pantaloons. I don't think I bought them. I thought I did because I thought you guys would get a kick out of them. But I didn't. I don't think I got them. Oh, you're gonna be like, what the hell? You are, no, you are. I bought some doilies because I'm getting low on doilies. So I bought doilies because I need them for the tops of my pumpkins. And then I bought some clothes, mostly for the material. I don't know, some of it I bought to sell. But this, the reason I bought this, I'll probably sell the bulk of this. I don't know. I bought it for the hooks. Michelle at the Vintage Daisy made a junk journal for French, Paris, France. Okay, Atlantic Coastal Line Railroad. That's it. That's it. I couldn't remember what the L was for. Anyway, she used the snap or the hooks. And so I got both sides. I got both sides of the hooks. So I thought that would be really cool for a journal. And I love this it's a real soft pink. It almost looks cream. Let's see. Let me put something cream up against it. There, maybe you can see the pink now. It's like a peachy pink. It's super soft. I don't usually do color, but that's soft enough. I think it's okay. And then I liked, again, like that little doll dress. I liked this fabric, and I liked how, you know, stained and yucky it was. Most people are like, oh, that's really stained, I don't want it. And I'm like, oh, the more stains, the better, right? So I got that. I bought this little christening gown, which I absolutely thought was fabulous. I'm not going to cut it up. I can't do it, but I got it. I thought you guys might like it. But I loved, I love these little teeny tiny doll buttons. I might have to cut it up. I don't know. And the collar was fabulous on it. But I'm not doing lampshades anymore, and that would have been a perfect little lampshade. I don't know. The lace on the sleeves, and it had the bonnet. It had the little bonnet. So again, you've got a ready-made skirt for your little project. But yeah, I loved it. Let's see what it says. Coat and bonnet worn by Emma Stone White, Carolyn White. These belonged to their mother. Oh, you wore those, Rosemary? Oh, but so they had these pants, I didn't get them. They were like bloomer, like what they wore underneath their petticoats, and the whole like insides of your thigh, like this part was open. Like all this was open, and then they were gathered around like right here with a little, you know, elastic and the big ruffle around the bottom. And she said, "Why do you think they're lifting all of the they're lifting all of the you know, hoop skirts and all of that stuff, and you know, it's just too much to hold all of that up and down and all that height." So anyway, oh, it's clear over there. I have a water, but it's clear over there. I bought this little blouse to deconstruct, I think. Again, if I don't have the nerve to do it, I'll pass it on to you guys. But I just thought it was really great, and like junk journaling. I hate to call it junk journaling. I know everybody calls them pantaloons. Oh, you had the pantaloons. These little things. That's so funny. Look, they even got buttons on them. Like, how awesome. Yeah, sometimes I get to looking at it like I can't cut it. Sometimes I can't cut it. I watch Michelle, she snip and rips. Sometimes I can't do it. So anyway, and then I bought this little dress. It's a little too white probably for me in my style, but I do love it. No buttons on it. I love the little tiny buttons. I always go for the buttons. But again, so cute to craft with. So I grabbed it. Not doing anything to it, not painting it, anything. It's not German like my other one, but I really love the coloring of it. So it was a must buy. It was wood before. Someone's painted it years ago because you can see the paint right there over the label. You can see the paint. So I think it's beautiful. Yeah, I could tea stain it for sure. So I love that. Let's see. I showed you the buttons. Oh, you should see the rhinestones. So, okay. So this lady had a bowl of rhinestones jewelry, and I was digging through, pulling out what I wanted, trying to find, you know, the prettiest pieces, whatever. And I was like, you know, well, how much for this? And I had like it was dripping off of my hand. And she's like, well, she said, you just need to buy the whole bowl. I'm like, well, how much for the whole bowl? So she said $250, and I'm like doing the math, and I was sweating, and Julie came over. She's like, what's going on? And I told her, and she's like, well, let's count. So we were counting them and trying to figure out if, you know, if I could get them, because I don't need all of that. I mean, I'm telling you, there was a good bit in there. So anyway, yeah, it turned out she had a couple of bowls. So I bought a ton, and I'm going to be able to sell it to you guys. $2, $3, and $4 each, mostly $2. So I sat last night and I divided everything out that I could. And then there were so many beautiful, beautiful necklaces. So I'm trying to decide how to do the necklaces, but I have bags of pins, earring pieces, you know, they were not all sets. And I don't really use two of the same. So I kind of did, you know, one for you and one for you, but have a ton of bags for $20 and $25 I'll be bringing to the sale. So anyway, lastly, the last thing that I have is Christmas. All of the Christmas that I found. I didn't get a whole lot, but I did get a little bit, just if you want to see. He wasn't old. I mean, he's vintage. You know, vintage is a very broad word, right? But he's also great, though. And he was dirty. He was dirty enough. I'm not going to wash him. But he was dirty enough that I think, I mean, I probably won't put him on there. That's too good of a tin. But you see what I mean? Like, I think he'll make it be great and put a tree with him or presents or whatever. So I think he'll work out to be really great. And then, let's see, I picked up some little bulbs. I did not need them. Zero needed them, but they were $5 a box. These are usually $20. We've paid $26 before for a little box. So they were $5. She's got 18 on it, but she only charged me $5. So it was, again, end of the day, second day. This one here was $1. Love these little kind like that. That was why I bought this one, because it had 2 or 3 like that, see? So, yeah. So that was a deal. Loved this lace. I put it with my Christmas stuff, but see the red and white. I don't know if I have the front or back, but I loved that. It's a ruffle off of something, but how cute. Even, like, if I wanted, I could, oops, upside down. I could put it, like, I'd probably sew it. I'm really learning. The girls are laughing at me. I hate sewing. But I'm learning the beauty of sewing and puckering it all up and how much prettier it looks raised like that than it does. Like typically I would just go like that and glue it down. So I'm learning about sewing, and yeah, I even have needles in my cart on Amazon. So, oh, I know, Glenda, I know. I tried to find anything with snaps and hooks or anything like that, and I couldn't find anything. Message me because it's big enough. I could, we could both share. We could both have a bit of it. So, yeah, because but I am going to keep it for, I want these little and maybe one of these. I don't know. We'll see. But at least have one of them for you. Oh, and then I got this one too. It was $5. I don't really do blue, but you can't pass up the price, right? I couldn't pass up the price. And then this little angel, she's not great, but you know, like if I decided to take this black pepper tin to neutral, like look how cute, right? I mean, again, you're gonna fix it up. I'm not just gonna put that on there and say, oh, there you go. But how cute, right? So that's what I was thinking when I found the little angel was my neutral, if I decide to do a Christmas tin with that. Let's see. I just have 2 more little bags to show you. I thought I had 2 trees. Oh, yeah, I do, right here. Oh, I got 3 bags to show you. So, I got a tree, $12. I know it's a mess, but you can't beat these original trees. Now, I know I've shown you guys how to stain the new, or not stain, but to dye down the new green trees. But when they're in a wood base like this, and it's, for the most part, it's perfect. So, yeah, I had to have that one. And then I love, look at this one. Love that in the green square, like how stinking cute. And it's kind of even like starting to fade. See the kind of rusty, Julie got 3 really rusty ones, which a rusty tree with that angel would look fabulous on here. The red's kind of throwing me, but like a really rusty tree. But see how cute. I mean, I would make it super cute, but anyway, so love that tree. This was kind of, I don't know, it's cute. It's kind of junky, but it was in the bag. You know, sometimes you have to buy everything. That's not junky. It's very cute. It's paper, and they've made a little angel out of an old pipe cleaner and cotton spun, a cotton spun ball, and added a little, looks like a flute or a trumpet, and then the teeny tiny old pipe cleaners, and it was a bump pipe cleaner because see how fat it is here, and then it gets real skinny. So yeah, it's not junk at all. I shouldn't have said that. But again, to hanging, you know, working that in on a neutral. I don't know that I love what I just showed you, but just to give you the idea. And then it had this cute little angel with the book. Again, the cotton spun head, all original, vintage, love. And then it had, what, you know how we made these. So it's got, I showed you guys how to make these, but it's an original old one. So I love that. Got that. Those all three were in a bag. And then the very last thing, look. Very old chenille candy canes. There were 16 of them in here. And I'm thinking, like, you know, I can't use a giant candy cane like this, but look how cool if we wrapped it like to dress up your tin. I'll show you this side. Like, that's what I had in mind, to do something like that at Christmas on the top and the bottom. Love it. And you can't get this dirty, awesome, you know, original look. So love these. I have way too many, so I'll share. Julie took some already. I'll pull some out, and I'll share those eventually with you guys too. So anyway, and then look, the rest of the table is full of stuff for the sale, and the floor is full of stuff for a sale, and then I have a whole laundry basket full of stuff for a sale. So I have a lot, and I'm hoping to see you guys a lot this week. So be watching. I need to go to my group though. I haven't been in my group all month, and this is the 18th. So I owe those girls a lot of attention over there. So anyway, I'll try and divvy it up and do a little bit both, but that's all I have. I just wanted to share. I just felt like I was inspired, and as I was walking, my brain was just going wild with, oh, you know, I could this and I could that. And I thought, how fun to do this with you guys. I know I always like to show you, you know, my haul, but this time I felt like it was a very creative haul. I felt like it was more crafty stuff. The Ironstone vase, yes, they would. The candy canes are fabulous. Even just, yeah, tucked in with your stuff. And honestly, I think I could make them a little bit smaller, you know, like do a little, you know, see, I could do little ones, see how cute. So you could get several out of one, right? It's not too, like, I kind of was thinking it was too thick in the car on the way home, but I wasn't sure, but there you go. I just convinced myself that that's a better size for me and my projects. But how cute to stick this, you know, even just stick it on the side a little bit. And then we put this guy on here, right? Do him up, or we put a tree on here. You know, how cute. You see where I'm going? So anyway, super fun. Before you buy tins that are, you know, not officially old, you do pay up to get them. Keep that in mind, but how cool that it's all old. And that's my thing. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have for now. Randy just came in, so it looks like it's dinner time. It's 5:30. I had a couple texts come through I need to reply to, so I've got to fly. But if you came in late, catch the beginning. I showed the whole time. We didn't talk and say hello and all of that stuff. I didn't do a lot of comment stuff, but a lot of good stuff to see. So go even if you just use your finger and scroll through and hit the like button if you would. That helps us out, or, you know, say hi, whatever. Whatever you can do, I appreciate it. It's been a long time since I've been on here, so I'm losing my my momentum for you guys to find me. So anyway, I appreciate if you do that, and it helps you too to be able to see me, because I am going to be coming in this week for sure. Next week I've got a kind of a big painting job, so I'll probably come home all yucky and tired. I probably won't want to do it. This week I'm hoping to hit you hard. So I'll see you back as soon as I can. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it all. I hope you were inspired. More than anything, I hope you were super inspired and put you on a mission to find some treasures to work with. So anyway, come back and see me again next time. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.